Hello everyone and welcome to the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. I'm your founder and host, Mohammed, otherwise known as Itziagu, and we are your one-stop news shop for the latest and greatest across gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, and music. Plus, we are also amplifying voices from those respective fields and having their stories told here on the Impact Play. You can join us when we record live over at twitch.tv/TheImpactPlay and by clicking that notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live or later on YouTube or even on your favorite podcast platform. Just simply search for The Impact Play. However you consume your content, wherever you consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content rolling. You can support us over at anchor.fm/TheImpactPlay/support or via Patreon. Or server recruiters and above get the show ad-free. Go to Recruit and above, have exclusive access to not only this post show, but they can even call in to be a part of the live show experience, plus early access and so much more. Learn more and become a Patreon supporter today at patreon.com/TheImpactPlay. We are Epic partners, so every purchase you make when you use our credit code TheImpactPlay, we do get a slight commission and a slight kickback to help support the show for their elevators and no extra cost to you. Again, the credit code is TheImpactPlay. It is not case sensitive, it is all one word. But nonetheless, this episode of the Impact Play is made possible by Anchor, but we'll tell you about that later. But this is episode 177, and on the agenda, we have everything unveiled at the Capcom Showcase, plus a Final Fantasy VII and 25th anniversary celebration. We have yet another Xbox ID Showcase inbound. All the updates for Overwatch 2. The nominees for the 2022 Gaming Awards. New experiences may be coming your way to both Instagram and TikTok. Squid Game has been greenlit for Season 2. A Gran Turismo movie has been confirmed for 2023. Vince McMahon has stepped down as CEO. The 2022 US Open is wrapping up. The Golden State Warriors are your 2022 NBA champions. Billboard's Fan Army Face Off. New and upcoming music from Chris Brown, Dre, Diddy, Beyonce, and more. Plus the top stories of the week. So welcome to my very first segment of the show, where we discuss what we have been playing, what I've been enjoying, and essentially what we have been up to. Alrighty, folks, so what I've been on lately, let's see. I did download Microsoft Flight Simulator last night, and I did dabble with it a bit. So, I am here to confirm that I have no idea what I'm doing in that game. Whenever I'm flying, landing, taking off, and any of the flight controls, I have no idea what I'm doing. So what I'm essentially gonna look up, or I guess experiment with, is hopefully there's a mode where it'll like auto take off, auto land, and I'll just like join the experience. So I feel like that's a better option for me. Hopefully that's available in game. I have no idea because this is my first time playing with it. So we'll also have to wait and see, and I'll confirm with you folks later. Destiny 2, I haven't played it in quite a bit. I feel like it's quite some time again, so I'll hop into some Destiny 2 sometime this week. Our Game of the Month is still ongoing for the month of May, because we were, like I said before in our previous broadcasts, is that it's just been so hectic with the co-streams back to back with like literally 2 weeks, if not more, of co-streams, and I haven't even uploaded any review cast for Miss Marvel or Obi-Wan Kenobi. So be on the lookout for that content coming away sometime this week. But finally, we're done and over with his close streams. So we'll do a review cast hopefully by the end of June. So be on the lookout for that for Buck Snacks. Yeah, that's about it for now. Let me think. I'm literally almost done with season 3 of Stranger Things. So hopefully I'll do like a little spoiler cast once I'm done with that as well. Even though it's been a while, but to give you guys my take on that, might as well give you guys even more content. That's about it. But I guess as a little selfish thing, I got back to posting content on my own personal channel. So it's Yagoo, ITSYAGOOH, or you can tell in the bio down below. On Instagram, TikTok, my own personal YouTube channel as well. So I've been back to creating some form of content back for you guys. So before you check that out, let me know your thoughts on that as well. But nonetheless, I did finally receive my 2022 FanFest jersey. I literally was waiting for this over a month ago. I wanted to hopefully wear this on our co-stream of the 2022 Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase, as well as the extended, but it didn't happen, so it is what it is. But what's great about this is it is like a jersey, so it fits like normally. So this is true to fit. And on top of that, you can also customize it with your gamer tag, which is such a great option. But that's about it. Yeah, that's literally about it. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, okay. Nonetheless, folks, we're gonna get into the ad reel coming up. This episode of the Impact Play is sponsored by Audible. Sign up for your free 30-day trial and immediately get access to one credit that is good for any premium title. Simply go to audibletrial.com/TheImpactPlay or even by using our promo code TheImpactPlay at checkout. Again, simply go to audibletrial.com/TheImpactPlay or use our promo code TheImpactPlay at checkout. Alrighty, folks, it's time to hop into the news. But before we do so, we're gonna hop into some housekeeping for you guys. So we've been back up and running with our reacts. So we uploaded a whole bunch of content, ranging from the Xbox and Bethesda announcement trailers to even what else we got here? The Warriors at Celtics full game 6 highlights. We reacted to that as well as a whole bunch more. So be sure to check that out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheImpactPlay for more coming your way. But that's literally, looks like that's it for housekeeping. We talked about our Game Pass game of the month earlier, so we don't need to talk about that here. But I guess we'll hop into your gaming play for you folks. But before we do, we're gonna go ahead and take a shot of art for Talk Coffee Shop. They always got me covered, whether I'm doing the live podcast of the show, or live co-streams and reacts, or even playing Warzone with the squad. Whenever I need a boost, they always got me covered. Alrighty, folks, so we're going to talk about the first up we have is the Capcom 2022 June Showcase, which we did co-stream, but we forgot to discuss this on the last episode, which was Wednesday. So we forgot to discuss this, so we included it in this episode of the Impact Play. But nonetheless, let's go to everything that was announced. So this is coming from IGN, from Adam Bankhurst. The Capcom Showcase has arrived and it revealed a whole ton of new details for games previously announced. While there weren't any new game announcements, we did finally learn about the long-awaited Resident Evil Village Story DLC Shadow of Rose. So let's get into the breakdowns. So we got some gameplay trailer, appears to confirm for Resident Evil 4 Remake. We have a expansion for Resident Evil Village. When I saw this, I honestly thought it was either an expansion or even like a new game, but including Resident Evil. Like I was so confused by this announcement because when we co-streamed, I didn't realize this until afterwards that it was the Japanese only. So I'm pretty sure they didn't put captions on for English, so I do apologize for that if you guys went to check out our co-stream on our YouTube channel. But nonetheless, let's get into these announcements. So Capcom has finally revealed Shadows of of Rose, which is Resident Evil Village's long-awaited story DLC. The new story will follow Ethan, Winter's daughter Rose, and will serve as a sequel of sorts to the main campaign. Unlike the main game, Shadow of Rose will take place from a third-person perspective, and will see Rose entering the consciousness of the Madame Sayat, a place where time and space are warped beyond recognition. And the DLC will be released October 28th as part of the Winter's Expansion DLC, which is confusing, but yeah. So, Resident Evil Village Winter's Expansion will also add the Mercenaries and additional orders, which, among other things, will let players finally play as Lady Alasina Dimitrescu, which is the 10-foot vampire lady. So Chris Redfield and Carl Heisenberg will also be joining Mercenaries. Each will play in their own unique way. And it will be released October 28th of this year. And Resident Evil Village is also getting a third person mode that will be added as part of the Winter's expansion. So we have remakes for Resident Evil 2, 3, and 7. And I'm sorry, 7 will also be getting a free next gen upgrade for a PS5 and Xbox Series that is available now. So updates will include support for 4K, high frame rates, ray tracing, and even 3D audio. And we have Resident Evil Reverse will officially launch this October. I thought this was already out. I guess not. We have, I guess, another trailer that unveiled some new details for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak expansion, which is a Switch and PC exclusive. Unfortunately, no console. And there is a demo that is out now for the Nintendo Switch and Steam. So for the Nintendo Switch, I downloaded it on my end, but the way to get it is not to look for Monster Hunter Rise. I'm sorry, not Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, but just go to the Monster Hunter Rise page in the shop. You scroll down, and then you should be able to download the demo. But don't worry, even though it says Monster Hunter Rise demo, it is a demo for Sunbreak, because I've tried this out myself. I even tried it out for Steam, which is Steam is much more greater experience. But I'm still waiting for my Steam Deck so I could play this on the go. So we have Lucent Lara Kuga also announced to be joining Sunbreak in August as part of a free title update 1. More free updates will arrive in fall/winter of next year, and Sunbreak will officially be released this coming June 30th. And literally, me watching that trailer got me back into Monster Hunter World, which I forgot to discuss in whatever been playing. But like literally, watching that got me back into playing it. And the last time I played Monster Hunter World was just once, over 2 years ago. Back with the squad, they got me into downloading the game, purchasing it on sale, and just playing with them. And then literally, I've been playing it a couple of times here and there, but I've been having a great time with it. And when I looked it up, there are some crossover content that is coming from Mega Man to Street Fighter 5 and beyond that as well. Let's see. Street Fighter 6 did get at least one more announcement. It was revealed that we will be getting more details on Street Fighter 6 before the end of the year. We did get a 10th anniversary event that has been teased for Dragon Dogma. Apparently it did take place, actually. Hold on. Let's get into this. I thought I was part of this. That's why I didn't talk about that. But nonetheless, let's get into Dragon Dogma now. Coming from Alex Sedman via IGN. So, Capcom's, let's see. So, it's a 10th anniversary celebration. IGN sources sources told IGN that Dragon Dogma 2 had been in development back in 2020. But let's see. This doesn't have anything. Hold on. Let me get into this. Oh, okay, I got it. So the 10th anniversary event has been announced for later this week. Let me see. What day? June 16th. So it's already live. Okay, let me try to find this then. Okay. Hold on. This thing always confuses me. Let's just look up. Let's do this. Okay. Um, oh, it's a video. Okay, so we don't need that. Another video. Okay, so Capcom and Dragon Dogma did reveal they are working on Dragon Dogma 2 during the 10th anniversary stream on June 16th. I think that's it though. There's just an official confirmation, that's it. So this came from shacknews.com, so thank you for that. Even though the big websites didn't have any of that. Alright. So we have everything that was revealed during the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary celebration broadcast, coming from Square Enix directly. So, Square Enix continued the celebration of Final Fantasy VII with a Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary celebration stream, featuring the first look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for PS5, the sequel to 2020's critically acclaimed Final Fantasy VII Remake, the announcement of Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, an HD remaster of the beloved prequel to the Final Fantasy VII, a Steam Deck compatible version of Final Fantasy VII Intergrade for PC, and much more. So Rebirth is the second story, or the second part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake series. Let me go through this. So, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, which is a remaster of the PlayStation Portable exclusive Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII 2007 cult classic action RPG and prequel to Final Fantasy VII. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, let's see, is being developed for PlayStation 5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, PC, and the Nintendo Switch. It will launch this winter. And Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade Part 1 is available now on Steam with full Steam Deck capability. So we got a new trailer for the upcoming RPG Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which is scheduled for a closed beta test later this year. And we did get the mobile game. We got a Season 3 trailer for Final Fantasy VII First Soldier that are available now. And it looks like that's all we have for you. So now we have the ID at Xbox game showcase that is coming this summer, coming from Xbox Wire. So it's summertime. We've got another scorching hot lineup of game demos ready just for you. This will be our third ID at Xbox Summer Game Fest demo event as part of Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest promotion. Starting June 21st and running through June 27th, we'll be able to play over 30 demos of upcoming unreleased games for Xbox Series X, S, and the Xbox One. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so these demos will be up on the Xbox dashboard for a week. So it might be republished to the demo general later, but many will be simply disappear at the end of the week. So be sure to check them out. So this is just a tidbits of the announcement. So we have Batora, Lost Haven, Broken Pieces, Severed Steel, Tinichin, just to name a few. So I'm curious now. I don't know. Government Summer Games this is still going on. Come on, Jeff Keighley is really he's really at it. Alright, so we have everything we know about Overwatch 2. I'm sorry, but no spam, please. These bots are really something. Let me do this way. Remove our chat thingy. Even though I removed it. Hold on. Oh. How do I do this? Yeah, I think I got it. So that's confusing. But nonetheless, let's get back to Overwatch 2. Coming over from The Verge. Overwatch 2 Season 2 is in full swing. Over the weekend, Blizzard revealed that Overwatch 2's next closed beta will take place June 28th. The game will launch free-to-play on October 4th. And it also unveiled Junker Queen, which is the game's 34th hero. In a 35-minute video, Blizzard showed off the biggest update of the game yet. So they did, I guess, release the roadmap, which, let's see. So starting with the first update in December of 2022 of this year, product director Paul Hale said that the Overwatch 2 team will continue to release a new season every 9 weeks, with either a new hero, a new map, or even a new mode. Players will get a chance to earn more themed content, complete weekly challenges, access to new battle passes, and more. And also, they're dumping the loot passes module, and instead, they're choosing the battle pass option instead. And we already discussed that it's going free to play. Apparently, there's going to be a campaign for PvE content, so we'll see. So we just have to wait for an official announcement. Alright, so now we're going to go into Stalker 2. Coming from IGN's Joe Scrubbles. gaming showcase. So they showed Stalker 2 at the end of the Xbox Game Showcase Extended, but it was meant as, I guess, a feeling story, I guess you could say. But it showed that production is still underway, even though all the unfortunate what's going on in the Ukraine. So developers we've seen in that video that they showed that they're so working on the game in cramped spaces, necessitated by the threat of bombings. Others have joined the Ukrainian defense forces, promising to return and finish the game when they return, I should say. And some developers don't even know anything about their family out in the Ukraine. And the new Stalker game is titled Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl, using the original Ukrainian spelling for the area. So it was like literally a heartfelt story at the end of the extended showcase. So a huge shout out to Xbox and the entire team for highlighting that. So now we have the Gaming Award nominees that have been announced via Brian Densdale from IGN. The nominations for the 2022 Gaming Awards have been announced, with Life is Strange True Colors and Boyfriend Dungeon leading the pack with 4 nominations each. The Gaming Award celebrates LGBTQ+ gaming with awards for industry diversity, the most authentic LGBTQ+ representation, the most popular LGBTQ+ streamer, and more. Last year's inaugural awards proved so successful that the category list has been expanded to include comics, esports, and tabletop gaming, with winners set to be announced on April 25th at the Troxy Theatre in London, hosted by gaming presenter Julia Hardy. Alright, so next we have, or should I say last, we have finding a PS5 might get easier this year, coming from GameSpot's Eddie McCouch. If you've been looking for a PlayStation 5 but haven't been unable to get one, 2022 could be your year. Sony has projected it, but it will sell many millions more PlayStation 5 units in the current fiscal year, and this could be a sign that the company believes the chip shortages and other supply issues might improve, leading to more units being available to buy. Nothing is guaranteed though. As part of Sony's latest investor briefing, the company said it projects to sell 18 million PS5 consoles during the fiscal year that began April 1st and runs through March 31st, 2023. This number is based on the company's current visibility into parts procurement, Sony said. So hopefully it'll be available on more shelves later on this year. So we'll just have to wait and see. But Sony seems that they're optimistic about this. All right, we're done with your gaming play, folks. Now we're going to move on to tech. Alrighty, folks. So the first up we have Instagram is apparently looks like is getting some features from TikTok, coming from The Verge's Michelle Clark. Instagram says it got a new full screen mode for its feed and an updated navigation bar in hopes of making content on the platform more discoverable and more immersive. The test, which has been rolled out to a limited number of people, according to Meta spokesperson Sian Kim, is the latest effort from the company to compete with TikTok when it comes to social video. So that's apparently it's the code actually came from Mark Zuckerberg. They corrected this actually. All right. So we have TikTok. It's apparently might be looking into VR. So this is coming from The Verge's Emma Roth. So, ByteDance, the company that owns TikTok, is getting serious about entering the virtual reality space, according to reports from Protocol. A source close to the situation told the outlet that the company plans on investing tons of money to develop VR-related content. Over 40 job listings have popped up for Pico, which is a Chinese VR headset maker ByteDance that was acquired last year. So we just have to wait and see. Maybe they're dabbling with it, maybe not. So, speaking of VR, Meta adds parental controls to Quest VR headsets, coming from Addie Robertson, coming from The Verge. Meta is adding parental controls to all Quest virtual reality headset, letting Guardians check underage user screen time and receive alerts or approval requests for purchases. The news comes alongside an expansion of parental control options on Instagram, as well as the new safety features and its Horizon World VR social platform, which is expanding to the UK this week. As outlined in a blog post and first introduced in March, Meta's new options are similar to these found on phones. Using them requires linking a teen's Facebook account, which is required to use the headset, with that of a parent or guardian. Once the accounts are linked, the adult can view all apps a teen owns, as well as their Oculus friends list as well. And speaking of Meta is apparently launching an online store where Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger users can purchase digital clothing for their avatar. The first brands on the store are Prada, Balenciaga, and Thom Browne, and clothes include a motocross outfit, a logo hoodie, and suits. So apparently, Mark Zuckerberg did say that more brands will be added soon. All right. So Valve is apparently getting in the VR space as well. Or should I say more? So this is coming from The Verge's James Vincent. Valve's most recent VR headset was 2019's high-powered, high-priced Valve. I forgot about the Valve. That's why I said, wait a minute. But rumors have long been swirling that the company is working on yet another device, a standalone headset codenamed Dakar. Well, there's a rumor pot that is stirring around, according to a recent patent application from the company. So I'll show these images shortly. So for all your audio listeners out there, if you're unable to join us live here on Twitch, you could also watch the VOD later on YouTube.com as well as Spotify as well. Let's see, where are you? Nope, that's not it. No, that's not it. I don't need display capture. Where's the window? Oh, window capture. There we are. Okay. The rear of the headset. The rear another rear side view. A top-down view. The face gasket for the headset screen. And it looks like that's all we got. So we just have to wait and see for an official announcement. Alright, so apparently Walmart and Roku are partnering up on a shoppable ads for your TV, coming from The Verge's Jay Peters. Walmart and Roku are partnering up to introduce what they call shoppable ads that will let you buy something directly from an ad on your TV. It seems like this new ad format is intended to streamline the shopping experience so you don't have to switch on to your phone or computer if you see an ad for something you might actually want to buy. So you can simply press OK from the remote if you're interested. We'll see how this will degrade or improve a user's experience. We'll see. All right. So we have, we first discussed about Apple Wallet, Google Wallet, and then we have Samsung mobile wallet that will apparently compete with both Apple and Google, coming from CNET. So Samsung is the latest tech giant trying to replace your physical wallet with a digital one that lives on your phone. The company said on Thursday that it is that it has launched Samsung Wallet, which is a new wallet for storing digital keys, boarding passes, IDs, and credit cards. So apparently the new let's see. So it apparently combines Apple Pay, which with vaccine records, payment cards, and Samsung Pass, with which does manage passwords. So let's see. So the Samsung Wallet will support the official forms of identification sometime later this year. All right. So lastly, we have Crafton is best known for games like PUBG and the upcoming Callisto Protocol, but it is showing off something very different, coming from The Verge's Andrew Webster. The company is teasing a quote-unquote virtual human named Anna, which it says it will help publish its Web3 ecosystem. The character was built using Unreal Engine, which itself has tools specifically for realistic digital people, alongside what Crafton describes as a hyper-realism, rigging, and deep learning. It's not clear how Anna will fit into the loosely defined version of the metaverse or Web3, but in the meantime, it sounds like a realistic virtual human will instead attempt to become something of a celebrity. So we'll just have to wait and see. But here's a little bit of a... Oops. Not what I want. Of an image. Alright, moving on, folks. Alright. We're done with tech. Now we're going to move on to entertainment. Alrighty, folks. So the first up we have is the 2022 Jury Awards coming from the Tribeca Festival. So coming directly from TribecaFilm.com. We are excited to reveal the 2022 Jury Award winners of the 21st Annual Tribeca Festival, presented by UX. Many notable films have won Tribeca Festival Jury Awards, have gone to win the Academy Awards, including Jesus Camp, Let the Right One In, and Taxi to the Dark Side, just to name a few. Many of the award-winning titles will be available on Tribeca at home until June 26th. So buy your pass to stream these and other notable Tribeca Festival films and talks you might have missed. So the Founders Award for the Best U.S. Narrative Feature Film is Good Girl Jane. Best Screenplay in a U.S. Narrative Feature is Ben Snyder and Elizabeth Rodriguez for Aswell. We have Best Cinematography in a U.S. Narrative Feature as Julie Anderson for Next Exit. Best Performance in a U.S. Narrative Feature. We have Rain Spencer in a Good Girl Jane. Spoilers Jury Mention for Best Performance in a U.S. Narrative Feature. We have Liz Carbell, Sierra and God's Time. International Narrative Competition. We have the Best Narrative Feature for January or John Varys, coming from Poland. Best Screenplay in an International Narrative Feature. We have Martine Bolak and Rodrigo Hasbar for The Visor, coming from Hungary. We have Best Cinematic in an International Narrative Feature. Jan Mayats for We Might As Well Be Dead, coming from Romania. Best Performance in an International Narrative Feature. We have Dorota Pamkala for Woman on a Roof, coming from Sweden. Documentary Competition. We have the Best Documentary Feature, The Cave of Adullam, coming from the US. Best Cinematic Feature and a Documentary Feature. We have Boris Levy for The Wild One, coming from France. Best Editing in a Documentary Feature. We have Christopher McGlynn for The Cave of Adullam, coming from the US. So, Best New Narrative Director Competition. We have Best New Narrative Director for Michael Michael Garza, Sir Garvera for Huesera from Mexico. Special jury mention for the best narrative director is Pink Moon, coming from Italy, Netherlands, and Slovenia. Best new documentary competition. The winners are for the Albert Maysles Award for Best New Documentary Director is Edward Buckles Jr. for Crentina Babies from the US. For the Nora Ephron Award, we have Michelle Garza Cerveza for Huesera from Mexico. And for the short competition, which is sponsored by Meta, the winners are for Best Narrative Short for Night Ride, coming from Norway. Best Documentary Short, Heart Valley, coming from Wales. Special jury mention for Best Documentary Short, Stranger at the Gate from the US. Best Animated Short, More Than I Remember, the US. Student Visionary, Daydreams, coming from Belgium. Audio Storytelling, sponsored by Audible. Best Audio Storytelling in Nonfiction for Mother Country Radicals. We have special jury mention, Best Audio Storytelling in Nonfiction, I Was Never There. Best Audio Storytelling in Fiction, The Hollowed Out. For Immersives, we have Storyscapes Award for Kubo Walks the City, France and South Korea. Special jury mention to Storyscapes Award Evolver for the UK, France, and the United States. New Voices Award for the LGBTQ plus VR Museum for UK and Denmark. So for games, we have the Tribeca Games Award for Darcy Suitors for the US. Special jury mention for the Tribeca Games Award, Accent Free 2 Lost Signals for the US. Human Nature Prize went to Katrina Babies from the US. AT&T presents Untold Stories for Smoking Tigers from the US. Tribeca X, which is the best feature, The Beauty of Blackness brand. Best Short, The Comeback. Best Episodic Stories about Helpful People. Best Immersion, Emerging Radiance, honoring the Nikai farmers of Belleville. And that's all we have for you folks. That was a long list. But nonetheless, we have Ironheart. We have a new cast list. Or should I say a new casting. So we have, it's an exclusive coming from Nelen Adriva's Deadline. So, Good Girls alum Manny Montana is set as a series regular opposite Dominique Thorne in Marvel Studios' Disney Plus series Ironheart. Deadline has learned details about his character are kept on the wraps. A rep for Marvel had no comment. So Ironheart is now filming, which stars Thorne as Riri Williams, a genius inventor and creator of the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man. So in addition to Williams, Montana joins Anthony Ramos, whose casting in the project was previously revealed by Deadline. So we have Lyric Ross, which is also said to believe to have a role in the series. And we have Sam Belling and Angela Barnes, which are directing, with Ryan Coogler's proximity amongst the production entities. Coogler, Ironheart head writer Janaka Hodge, Zinzi Coogler, and Sev Hohanian serving as executive producers, alongside Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige, Luis de Espacito. Oh, he's in this too. Victoria Alonso, Brad Winderbaum, and Zoe Nagelbot. So we have Top Gun Maverick, which is officially Tom Cruise's highest grossing movie ever, coming from IGN's Item Bankhurst. After earning more than $800 million at the global box office, Top Gun Maverick officially became Tom Cruise's highest grossing movie of all time, as originally reported by Variety. Top Gun Maverick soared past Mission Impossible Fallout's $791 million, claimed the number one spot on Tom's resume. So that's it for that. So we have an exclusive coming from Deadline. Is it an exclusive? Yeah, it is. Okay. So after watching his live-action short of Disney's animated Aladdin becoming his first film to crack the $1 billion gross mark, Guy Ritchie is back in business with the studio. This time, he's overseeing a live-action film based on the Disney animated Hercules. The film will be produced by HBO, the production company run by Avengers Endgame director Joe and Anthony Russo. The studio is in the process of hiring writers after Dave Callahan wrote the first draft. The deal was made by CAA before Ritchie last month exited the agency and went to WME. So this is just literally started, so we won't be hearing news about this for a while. So we have an exclusive as well coming from the Hollywood director by James Hybert. You know nothing about HBO's post Game of Thrones plans. The network has entered into early development on its first sequel to the blockbuster fantasy drama, a live-action spin-off series centered on the fan-favorite character Jon Snow. Kate Harington is attached to reprise the role should a series move forward. The actor was twice nominated for an Emmy for his portrayal of an action hero who struggles to uphold his family's noble values in a brutal world. Wow. So after this article, or should I say news story, there are 7 Game of Thrones projects in the works. And in addition to the House of Your Dragon prequel, which will debut August 21st. Like, whoa, so many projects. But nonetheless, Wonder Man is coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As reports say, a new show starring the characters in development for Disney Plus, as originally reported by Variety, but this article is coming from IGN's Logan Plant. Shang-Chi director Destin Danielle Crane will serve as executive producer for the series, while Andrew West is on board as head writer. So that's literally all we have for you. So Venom 3 is the script is apparently complete, coming from Ryan Liston via IGN. Tom Hardy is seemingly confirmed the script is complete on Instagram. The star did unveil a picture of the script's title page. But that's all literally a title page. So we have 3 animated movies that are in production for Avatar: The Last Airbender, coming from Adele Anchors via IGN. So Paramount Animation and Nickelodeon Animation announced these new projects during a special presentation at the Agency International Animation Film Festival, where they also revealed that Lauren Montgomery, who previously worked on the acclaimed Avatar: Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, will direct the first of the 3 planned movies. So we have to wait and see on that. And now, this was coming over from IGN's Kat Bailey. So we have a Gran Turismo movie that was confirmed by Neil Blomkamp for 2023. And it's apparently based on a true story that features a teenage Gran Turismo player who becomes an actual professional race car driver after winning a series of competitions. It appears to be based on the story of John Mardenborough, a British driver who began competing in events such as F3, the European Championship, after winning the GT academic reality show at the tender age of 19. So we have a cast reveal for Lord of the Rings animated movie, coming from GameSpot's Eddie McCooch. Marvel Bros. Has released the new information about its upcoming Lord of the Rings anime movie, The War of the Rohirrim, revealing the film's first concept art and confirming the first cast members. So the movie will star Successum's Brian Cox as Helm Hammerhand, the King of Rohan. He is a character from the appendices and is the protagonist of the anime. The movie is being directed by Keiji Kamiyama and takes place 183 years before the events of Peter Jackson's film series, according to Deadline. And apparently it'll be released in April 12th of 2024. And speaking of Lord of the Rings, we have there will be an exclusive early look at San Diego's Comic-Con. Thank you, IGN, for that. And Squid Game is officially coming back to season 2, coming from Netflix's official Twitter account. And here's a message from the creator of Squid Games. A whole new round is coming. It took 12 years to bring the first season of Squid Game to life last year, but it took 12 days for Squid Game to become the most popular Netflix series ever. As the writer, director, and producer of Squid Game, a huge shout out to fans around the world. Thank you for watching and loving our show. And now Ji-hun returns. The frontman returns. Season 2 is coming. The man in the suit with I don't want to botch this, but the Kaji might be back. You'll also be introduced to Young Hee's boyfriend, Cheol Soo. Join us once more for a whole new round, I should say. Hong Dwang Hong, director and writer and executive producer of Squid Game. Okay, now we're done with entertainment, folks, and we're going to move on to sports. So Apple and Major League Soccer did apparently sign a deal coming from Apple directly. So Apple and Major League Soccer announced that Apple TV app will be the exclusive destination to watch every single live MLS match, beginning in 2023. This partnership is a historic first for a major professional sports league and will allow fans around the world to watch all MLS leagues cups and select MLS Next Pro and MLS Next matches all in one place without any local broadcast blackout or the need for a traditional paid TV bundle. So you can subscribe to the new MLS streaming service that is available exclusively through the Apple TV app. So you pretty much going to subscribe to two services, it looks like. So now we have Vince McMahon has apparently voluntarily stepped down from his role as CEO and chairman of WWE, while the company's board of directors carries out an investigation into alleged misconduct. According to the Hollywood Reporter, in this article is coming from IGN's Adele Anchors, the board is currently investigating claims of alleged misconduct against McMahon and WWE's head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis. The company says McMahon will retain his role and responsibility related to WWE's creative content. During the investigation, it remains committed to cooperating with the review underway. And apparently his daughter has been appointed as WWE's interim CEO and interim chairwoman until the investigation is concluded. So apparently this does look like it's a little sus, because he's stepping down and apparently his daughter is being interim CEO. How does that make sense? Does seem a little fishy. All right, but we're gonna keep moving on. So we have the Golden State Warriors are your 2022 NBA champions. This is coming over from NBA.com. So the Warriors did beat the Celtics 103-90 to win their fourth NBA title in 8 years. So the Golden State Warriors are once again our champions once again, topping the Boston Celtics on Thursday night for their first title in the last 8 seasons. Steph Curry scored 34 points and was named the NBA Finals MVP as the Warriors claimed the franchise's 7th championship overall. And this one completed a journey like none other. After a run of 5 consecutive finals, then a plummet to the bottom of the NBA, and now a return to greatness just 2 seasons after having the league's worst record. We found a way to get it done, Curry said after the Warriors accepted the championship trophy and celebrated to the court. So congratulations to the Warriors. Alright. Alright. So lastly, we have the 2022 US Open is currently underway. So here are your Sunday's final round pairings at the Country Club. So we have ranging from, I guess we'll start from 123, which is this recording. So we have Haiti Buckland is taking on Aaron Rose right now. And we have Matthew Nesmith will take on Samith Power, I guess, at 134. 150 p.m. we have Gary Woodland and Danny McCarthy. 201 we have Nick Hardy and Joel Don Damam. 212 we have Rory Rory McElroy and Sam Burns. 223 we have Scotty Feller and Adam Hadwin. 234 we have Keegan Bradley and John Ram. And 245 we have Matt Fitzpatrick and Zolotaris. Thank you, golf, for that. So we're done with sports, folks. We're gonna move on to music. Alrighty, folks. So the Billboard Fan Army Face-Off will begin. So it's back for the summer of 2022. When it started, 64 artists fan armies entered battle to find out whose fan base is stronger. Now 32 fan armies remain for the quarterfinals, which began Wednesday, June 15th at 12:01 p.m. Eastern. Okay, it will continue until Tuesday, June 21st at 12 p.m. Eastern, with the semifinals beginning 1 minute later that same day. So the artists who have emerged victorious are Adele, Blackpink, BTS, Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Mariah Carey, Coldplay, Doja Cat, Drake, Billie Eilish, YPEN, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Halsey, Dua Lipa, Lizzo, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, NCT, Rihanna, Olivia Rodrigo, SB19, 17, Shakira, Ed Sheeran, Silk Sonic, Stray Kids, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, Tomorrow X Together, Twice, and The Weeknd. And we have Kid Cudi did announce his lineup for his inaugural Moonman's Landing Festival, coming from Ironheart, Tony Centeno. So, on Friday, June 17th, June Cudi dropped his the diverse lineup for his Moonman's Landing Festival. So we have Playboy Cardi, Don Toliver, Pusha T, just to name a few. And we have, let's see, an article coming from iHeart's Tony Centeno once again. So he did is getting ready. Chris Brown is getting ready for a busy summer before he drops his new album and hits the road with Lil Baby. The R&B singer gave fans a glimpse of what to expect from the upcoming tour. So he did invite Real 92.3's Big Boy to his neighborhood for a candid conversation from inside his massive mansion in Los Angeles. In his interview that was posted on Thursday, June 6th, Big Boy did. All he did was compliment on his own work. He also asked Brown if he's putting together. Well, I guess work for him, but let's see. So his Breezy album does drop June 24th. That was revealed. Right. Speaking of Chris Brown, he did release a new single with Wizkid dubbed Call Me Every Day. Indeed, he did release his new single, Gotta Move On, featuring Bryson Tyler, which is an iHeartRadio world premiere. Coming again from iHeart's Tony Centano. So we have an exclusive coming from Variety. Just hours after Beyonce announced her forthcoming, sixth solo album, Renaissance, will be arriving on July 29th. Variety received more information on the release from a source similar with the project. The album will feature both dance and country leaning tracks. The sources say that the contributions from hit songwriter Ryan Tedder, who co-wrote her 2008 hit Halo, as well as hits for Adele, Taylor Swift, and the Jonas Brothers, and his own group One Republic. Also said to be involved is Raphael Sandik, who was also crafted hits for Mary J. Blige, D'Angelo, Stevie Wonder, John Legend, and Andra Day, as well as his own excellent solo albums. An executive produced A Seat at the Table, Beyonce's sister's Salag widely praised 2016 album. It is still unclear whether the country songs will appear as a separate album or as part of the first edition of the Renaissance. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. So we have new music, I should say. We already know Drake's new album, Honestly Nevermind. John Legend and the Mooney Ling for Honey. We have Chloe for Surprise, and we have FK Twigs for Killer. And we have Drake releasing Honestly Nevermind. Well, no, that's his part of his new album. Chloe and Surprise, I think we mentioned that. Lil Baby featuring 42 Doug and VZ and You Dig. We talked about that. And yeah, that's literally all we have for that side of things. Drake is apparently did drop his 7th studio album, Honestly Nevermind, but he's also apparently working on some new music in some news that he dropped in an interview. Let me see. His next music release will be a new installment of his Scary Hours EP. So, the Scary Hours 2 will feature Lil Baby and Rick Ross. And the top 5 of the Billboard's Hot 100 chart are, we have number 1, As It Was by Harry Styles. Number 2, First Class by Jax Harlow. Number 3, Wait For You, from Future and featuring Drake and Terms. We have number 4, Running Up That Hill, A Deal With God by Kate Bush. And number 5, About That Time by Lizzo. So, if you guys, we're gonna move on to reading mail. Guys, are interested in sending us reading mail on our special reading mail segment of the show, or even our special reading mail episode? Here's how you can contact us. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, and even questions that you may have for us, visiting us reading mail on our Discord server by typing !Discord and chat now, or by voice note over at by leaving a voice note over at anchor.fm/THEIMPACTPLAY, or even by email to readingmail@THEIMPACTPLAY.com. So thank you guys so much for making us a part of your day. We should to join our community server over on Discord. Join to enter Discord and chat. And guys, we're trying to unlock subs over on Twitch, and we need your help. Share the channel with your friends, your family, anyone who believes in from the show. Leave us a review. Use it on your favorite platform. Thank you guys so much. For all of you, go to the course and above. I'll see you on the post show. For everyone else, have a great one.